Hi, I'm Dawn Michelle, and this is Makeup or Breakup Blog. And today, I just wanted to do a little bit of a catch-up of some products that I've been using over the past few weeks, just to give you an update. Okay, so what's the latest of the greatest? I come on camera with my face already moisturized, with some skincare products, as well as an SPF, and I put on the something that I recently featured here that I tried for the first time just a week or two ago, and that was the e.l.f. Halo Glow Skin Tint. This has been going viral for the past month or two on the channels like Instagram and TikTok and the like. And this is something that $18 for an ounce. And I just wanted to give it a chance because I did like a first impression. So now I'm giving my feedback from the last couple of weeks that I've been trying this. And to be honest, it comes off, even though it has all these wonderful properties and has niacinamide and all these lovely skincare products, which I'll post the video somewhere here, or at the end of the video. What I found wanting is the fact, well, wanting, I'm not sure. The idea that it comes off like a suntan lotion. Do you remember like the old school suntan lotion that was white and it had a little bit of thickness to it? And as you rub up on your skin, it just took a while to buff it in and so a little goes a long way as far as this, but it also acts like it's listed as a foundation, which means that for this particular color, which I believe is fair warm, I look like a ghost with this. Not to say that I'm not pale as a ghost as I already am. This makes me even more so. So I'm thinking maybe I may have to change that color. I'm not sure. This makes me look paler than I already am, and that's not a good thing. So in that case, it kind of comes off like using your suntan lotion as a foundation, and a little wonky about that. So I will say that it does have that kind of texture of the traditional suntan lotion that you grew up with, that your parents put on you. So in a way, I'm like, I'm wondering if they're going to come out with a spray next, because it's only a matter of time. That aside, because it's so pale, I don't have to. I could just walk. It's not something that you just put on and walk out. The other Halo Glow filter, which originally I thought was foundation, but I've been using it sort of like in place of a foundation. That's the Halo Glow filter one that comes with a big applicator, so like the Tarte one. That's lovely, and you can wear as is. It doesn't give you as much coverage. So again, these products are more for people who don't have deep scarring or pock marks, that kind of thing. On the other hand, but the Halo Glow filter one is lighter and can be worn in place, I think, of foundation, if you have, of course, relatively good skin. In other words, you don't have deep scarring, you don't have pock marks, you don't have acne. That would work. But if you need coverage, this provides more coverage, except it gives you that suntan lotion sensation and look, and that I'm not really feeling. So I will continue with this. A little, again, goes a long way. Just put here, in the areas that you feel you need coverage. This also has an SPF, I believe, of 50. So you want that coverage. I also put it on my here because this is skin too, and it's thinner and more delicate than the other areas on your face. It still needs the ultimate sun protection. So then there's that. So I just wanted to preface that with the skincare that I've been using with this. The other thing I've been using after I wash my face at night, right before I go to bed, is I put this on, and this is the Pores Greek Yogurt Probiotic Skin Supplemental Serum, which I got recently, I believe, from an Ipsy box. This is gorgeous. I've had it before. It's just a matter of staying on top to use it. It has a lot of claims, which I'll put somewhere here. It's supposed to like blur the lines a little on your face, a little, like in other words, to basically hydrate, moisturize your skin. And then they also say that you could put a nighttime serum over it, which sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I just do that and go to bed. So I guess because we read all these catchphrases of probiotic and serum and, you know, peptides and whatever. I've been remiss as far as really doing my own due diligence, as far as asking myself, okay, with my skin the way it is, what to brutally be brutally honest and assess my strengths and weaknesses as far as my skincare. That's one thing I sort of get confused on as I'm trying all these different products and going on my skincare journey. And people talking about retinols and how to appropriately apply and make sure you have several days off in between so you don't have a flare up on your skin. I'm just trying to temper that with the fact that I do get ruled by my pocketbook, and I have to work with things or work with things that will work with my routine, what I'm willing to do, what I'm willing to invest, and most importantly, does it protect my skin, help my skin barrier, SPF wise and stuff like that, and does it, obviously, the bottom line, does it work? So I'm sorry for the rambling here, but I will continue. The next thing I have here, because my face is so pale, is I said, you know what, let me try a bronzer. And bronzers with me are hit or miss. There have been a few that I was pretty impressed on. I couldn't find, this is the other thing, as you start collecting your makeup, you start putting it in your bins. And sometimes you'll find them, and then other days it's like a gremlin that decides, no, you're not trying that today. You're trying this. So lo and behold, I pulled out this lovely OG. This is the Ofra bronzer in Salvage. And you'll see that's pretty dark, but that's on my face. Okay. And I used it pretty much as a contour, a bronzer, as well. I didn't do the nose, obviously, you could tell, but it's all around here. It's lovely. This side for me, because I'm already pale, and then add to that the e.l.f. suntan lotion slash foundation. The foundation I have, I was even more like more of a blank slate. So I craved color. I put this in. It was immediately like chocolate dark. I will show you what I mean. Actually, I'll just do this so you'll see that chocolate dark. And then the other side, which is the lighter side, is like this. I chose not to do this side, but this side, because that's how much I craved to get some color back into my skin. So lo and behold, once I got it on, I was like, I have to blend the heck out of this, which I did, mostly with my hands. I have not applied blush. No, indeed. Why? Because I'm just giving my take, and I'm not doing a full B face because I'm not going out today. Now, my major deal is my lips. These are the barometers for when the weather changes, when it gets too cold or it gets too hot, whether or not I'm hydrated enough, whether or not I have it protected that they don't get skin burn, because they do sunburn. Yes, they do. Just like here. So you have to be careful. It's not just the nose, the cheekbones, and any area that's exposed like the ears. You also have to protect the ears. Anywho, this is what I've been using so far that's been pretty interesting. This I got to try out, I believe it was through Influencer. And this was called, brand was, and I'm trying to remember here. I'll put the name. It's Remedy Clinical. It's called Moisturizer Lip Balm for very dry lips. Okay. Packaging is, nothing fancy. This is what it looks like. It looks like a typical balm. It looks like, if you didn't look carefully, it looks like a chapstick or any one of those brands. And it has like I think this is a lemon, because it has a certain like citrusy scent. And I put this on at night or during the day if I feel so inclined. I happen to remember to have this with me. But it melts as soon as it goes on the skin, which is nice. It glides on, like the body temperature automatically causes it to have a soft, nice glide. And I just do that. The only danger to this is that it's tasty. It is. Some people not so much because they don't like citrus. But for me, I'm like, this tastes good. So I have to constantly tell myself, don't do it, don't lick it, don't, leave it alone, let it do its work. So there's that. That's the only thing. Even though you're not supposed to, I find myself doing it anyway. So it feels like a citrusy type of taste, like a lemony. And, you know, everybody has their preferences. But for me, I have to be careful not to overlick. So far I've been successful with making sure that I don't get that little split lip that I tend to get when the weather changes from winter to spring and then from fall to winter, because that's when it hurts to smile. That's all I'll say. The next thing that I use when I remember to put it on is from Laneige, I believe this is called. And this is their lip sleeping mask, the cherry blossom one. If I remember to put it on. Now this comes with a little applicator, like a silicone applicator. I don't have it here at the moment, but I got this a while ago. And the logo goes a long way and it smells delicious. Yeah, so if I can't find one, I definitely put on the other and I sleep with it. I'm trying to remember if this is tasty too. I'm not sure. But the smell is heavenly. But again, if you're not into any kind of scents or fragrances, this may not be for you. This initially started as my lip journey because, as you may or may not know, that's one of my stubborn places, along with the redness around my nose and here, as to how to make sure to keep myself hydrated with water, as well as making sure to protect my head, my scalp, my face, my neck, my décolleté, any exposed skin to the elements, because I don't want to burn. I'm trying to avoid having any more mishaps with the sun overexposure. So what do you do as far as keeping yourself cool for the summer and to make sure that your skin and your body and yourself is well protected? Let me know in the comments below, what do you do? And let me know if you know of any lip products that might be helpful for me to try. I will post somewhere, probably towards the end, videos of my older videos of products that I tried in my quest as far as this is it for my lip care journey. It seems like it comes down to a couple of things. One is the formula. Two is, am I inclined to remember to put it on and reapply every single day? And sometimes I've been remiss on that. So it's both of those. I'm trying as best I can to stay on top of that and be diligent. Again, let me know in the comments below, what do you think? And if you haven't done so already, hit that like button, and even better, hit that subscribe button and a notification bell so you will know when my next video will be up. Thank you so much for joining me on my latest skincare, lip care journey, and I see you on my next video. Take care. Stay safe.